Hey everyone, Ian Smith here with fedsmith.com. I'm bringing you a quick update from some news from the Department of Health and Human Services that hit this week. On Thursday, March 27th, the agency announced that it's going to be laying off quite a few federal employees from the agency as part of a broader restructuring plan that's going on at the agency. And this plan is part of the Trump administration's overall efforts to shrink the federal government. In this case, the agency is laying off about 10,000 full-time federal employees. And it's actually part of a broader group of layoffs, if you will, because when combined with the fork in the road offer, as well as early retirement, HHS estimates that its workforce will go from about 82,000 down to 62,000 full-time federal employees. And that's a reduction of about 24%, so it's pretty significant. However, HHS pointed out also that its budget grew by 38% and its staffing increased 17% over the last 4 years under the Biden administration. At the Food and Drug Administration, FDA, its workforce is going to decrease by approximately 3,500 full-time employees. At the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, its workforce would be cut by about 2,400 employees. At the National Institutes of Health, its workforce would be cut by about 1,200 employees. In the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, its workforce would be cut by about 300 employees. HHS also said as part of this that no additional cuts are currently planned, but that the department, quote, will continue to look for other ways to streamline its operations and agencies. These layoffs that HHS announced are part of a broader restructuring plan that the agency is currently working on. Its stated objective is to save taxpayers money, reduce the size of the agency, while also making it operate more efficiently and effectively and work better for Americans. HHS currently comprises 28 divisions, and according to the announcement from the agency, many of those are redundant. And the plan is to consolidate these 28 divisions into 15 new ones and also cut regional offices in half. They'll be shrunk from 10 down to 5. And the stated goal of this restructuring plan is to improve Americans' experience with HHS by making the agency more responsive and efficient, while also ensuring that essential services like Medicare, Medicaid, and other health services remain intact. That was something it stressed very heavily, is that it's not cutting Medicare or Medicaid services. The agency estimates that once the restructuring plan's all said and done, that it will save taxpayers about $1.8 billion per year. And this plan that HHS is working on is part of the Trump administration's broader efforts to reduce the size of the federal government and eliminate waste and bloat. The president issued an executive order back in early February, the title of which was Implementing the President's Department of Government Efficiency Workforce Optimization Initiative. And as part of this initiative by the Trump administration, the Office of Personnel Management announced shortly after this executive order was issued that it was directing agencies to prepare for large-scale RIFs, or reduction in force. And that's what we're seeing with HHS. We're seeing it at other agencies, and it's all part of this larger scale or broader initiative by the Trump administration to reduce the overall size of the government. The reorganization plan going on at HHS has more details to it about some of the other specific changes that are happening. I won't get into them in this video, but if you'd like more information, I've included a link in the description to an article I wrote that goes into more detail. I hope you found this summary about the announcements from HHS this week to be helpful. There are a lot of changes taking place, not just at that agency, but in many agencies right now throughout the government, with all of the restructurings and layoffs that have been announced. I know it's a difficult time for a lot of you. We wish you all the best of luck as you navigate these challenges. FedSmith will continue to post new articles and videos about news as it happens. So please be sure to check our website and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more news and updates. Have a good day.